Hello, this is Craig Bringer, and this is by my baby namer project. I'm gonna go ahead and run it. So first I'll do male names, number of names, we'll do 30, minimum length 5, maximum length 10, order 2. I made it to where you can choose the order. Jarik, Tranton, Whaler, Ely, Dalfo, Andron. These names seem okay, a little strange. Now we'll do female names. We'll do 30, 7 min, max can be 12, and we'll do an order of 4, which is the highest I got working. Any higher and the program runs and no names come out. Evelina, Felicia, Melanie, Sicilian, Shiana. Yeah, all these names are unique. They're not in the text file. So now we'll go ahead and look at the code. This is the baby namer file class. This actually does all the work. The constructor here calls a function called assign formatted file data. Basically, that's right here. It reads in the file, or it reads in the user selected file type, which is just a 1 or a 2, meaning boys or girls. Scanner opens, it reads the data. It formats it with underscores, leading underscores according to the number chosen to be the Markov order, following underscores, which is 1 less. I did that because if I have the same number of following underscores, when I recognize that as the end of the word, it creates an empty array list because there's no following letters after that, and it was overwriting the array list for the leading underscores, so then I wasn't able to create any names. But anyway, it saves that in a array list. Down here is another function called by the constructor. It's called build model. It actually builds the model by iterating through the names in that list, which are now formatted. And there's a nested loop which iterates through substrings of each name, placing into a hash map a substring as the key and a letter list generator as the value, which is a class that I made. I'll show you here in a little bit. It's basically an array list containing the following letters of each substring. So here are 3 different cases when creating the model. The first case is if it's the end of a word, or I'm sorry, that was this case right here. If it's the end of a word, it creates an empty array list. If it's in the middle of a word, if it is a substring that is already in the hash map, it just adds the following letter to the array list for that substring. And the other one here is if it's the first time running into this particular substring, creates a new letter list generator and adds the word to the array list. Down here, I generate the names. It's a nested while loop. The first part uses the leading underscores as the key and builds the first letter from there. This nested while loop goes until the name is finished. Then I reformat the name. I check right here whether it's valid or not, and then I print them out. So here's a letter list generator. It's basically just an array list, a function to add a letter to the list, a function to get the list, and this function right here is the probability part where I create a random index using math.floor of math.random times the size of the array list, and then I return the string at that index. So this is the main. It's really simple. Class variables for the user input, and then other class variables just to be able to check if they're valid. So basically right here, I have them select the number, or the type of name, check that it's valid. Then down here, it's like a number of names, min length, max length. Then down here, I create an instance of the baby namer. I pass it the parameters chosen by the user. Then I call this function get random names, which is in the baby namer, and they're printed out. It was a fun project. Thank you very much. It was a fun semester. Bye.